welcome to today's video. I haven't done a haul in quite a while, I don't think. I think my last one was my sale haul, and I haven't done one since then, although I'm actually going shopping tomorrow, so maybe I should have waited off doing this, but it doesn't really matter. I don't think it'll be too long, and hopefully you still enjoy it. I've been to Primark. That's actually the only place I've been recently. I hadn't been in a while and I was really excited, but I didn't pick up that much, and I got in there and I was like, oh my god, it's really not that good. And I know this sounds stupid, I've been to Primark so many times before, but it was just crap. Like, they just didn't really have anything I wanted. Primark do actually do some really nice pieces occasionally, but I feel like you need a good Primark and you need to kind of look quite hard. The ones on Oxford Street tend to be excellent for finding good bits and bobs, but I ended up going to one in Hammersmith, which doesn't tend to be too bad, but there was nothing. I think also because we're between winter and spring, it didn't really have anything. The springy clothes kind of started to look a bit like not that expensive, basically. I know they're not expensive, but they just looked cheap, so I didn't pick up too much. But I think heels in Primark are excellent, and also accessories, so I did pick up a few pairs of heels and a few accessories too, but since my battery's already running low, we better get started. So I'm going to start with the one thing that I already know I'm returning, and it's a pair of boyfriend jeans from Primark. I feel like I need to try these on in order for you to see what they look like, but they look awful on me. These don't really fit me that well because I'm quite heavy around my thighs in particular. I haven't been able to find the perfect pair of boyfriend jeans because then they're like not baggy enough around my thighs, but then like too baggy at the bottom in comparison, or like a bit loose around my waist, something like that. Like, they're never right. These are a little bit tighter than I'd like them on my thighs, and so they don't look like boyfriend jeans really, but if you're a bit better proportioned than I am, these are actually a really lovely pair of jeans. And especially if you're like me and you probably wouldn't get that much wear out of a pair of boyfriend jeans, these were only £13, which is great, but these are going back because the size up will be massive on me, but this size does not accommodate my thighs. I then picked up two pairs of heels. The first pair are these. I'm going to insert a clip of me wearing them. Please bear in mind that I should be tanned in order to wear these, but I'm not, so they look awful because my feet are extremely pale. But I really think these are beautiful, and I don't think they look like they were £12 at all. I love this sort of cut here. The material's quite nice. I think the heel's beautiful, and the colour is just perfect. It's like a tomato red, quite orangey as well. I think it would look beautiful with like an all black outfit and a maybe like MAC Lady Danger lipstick or something like that. But I can probably wear these in winter and summer, but really I'm obviously excited to wear them in spring and summer, which is coming up. And they seem like they're going to be very comfortable. They also had them in black, and I was so tempted to get the black ones. I had them in my basket for a good few minutes, and then I decided that I'm going to see how I get on with these, and then I'll probably go back for the black pair as well. The next one I would say is not typically a very me shoe, but I think they're quite nice, especially because it's still quite cold outside. If I want something a little bit more covered up, I think these are really cute. They're quite similar to a pair of Kurt Geiger ones that I really want. I'm still considering buying the Kurt Geiger ones tomorrow, and if I get them I'm going to return these. But these were £14, so a little bit more expensive than the other ones, but I think they're quite a classic shape. Once again, I don't think these look too cheap, and I like the kind of mixture of textures, kind of a suede here, a slightly matte black, and then the patent black on the straps. And I think these are really like in at the moment. I think partly because of 50 Shades of Grey, everyone's kind of doing this slightly more like leathery strapped sandal, but I really like these, and I don't know if they'll be that comfortable, but hopefully they will be. And I quite like they're a little bit more covered than a lot of my sandals, which are black at the moment. I then bought this top, which I will probably keep, but I bought it initially to wear with those shoes, but I think it's a bit matchy-matchy and I don't really like it too much. But I think it's quite a pretty blouse. I think the colour is lovely both for winter and spring. I think I'll get quite a lot of wear out of it, and it was only £8, so it wasn't expensive at all. And once again, it's that kind of red, slightly leaning more towards the orange side, but really beautiful top, and I like the scalloped edge at the bottom as well. I then got a belt because Primark belts don't last that long, but I quite like them. It's only like a plain black belt, really nothing fancy, but for £2 I'm really not complaining. Then got a whole bundle of underwear for obvious reasons. I don't think we need to go through them. And then finally onto jewellery, I picked up this 2-pack of earrings. I'm actually wearing the earrings now. From this set I picked up 2 sets. They don't really last long, but I like the size and they're only £1.50, so you can't really go too wrong. I always lose one anyway. I know they're a bit chavvy, but I don't mind a bit of chaviness every now and then. I quite like these. I also picked up this gold pair, which are a little bit smaller, a little bit thicker. I probably think these look a little bit more expensive than the other pair, but I quite like these as well. I then picked up these earrings, which might look a bit cheap, but I thought they were quite cute. I'm not sure I'll get anywhere out of them. Hopefully I will, because otherwise it's a waste of money. But these are £1.50 and they're just like little earrings which kind of dangle down but from behind your ear, which I think is quite cute. I don't have any of these either, so hopefully I'll like these. I think this will be a little bit nicer in the summer, maybe with my hair up or something like that. And finally I picked up this set of rings, which are accidentally for Virgo star sign, but I didn't realise that, and I still quite like them, so I'll happily wear them. They were only £1.50 as well, so they weren't too expensive, and I do think they're quite nice. And that's the end of my super mini Primark haul. I hope you still enjoyed it, even though I didn't. I picked up like 6 things. But let me know in the comments if you've picked up anything nice from Primark. Also, what's your favourite Primark in London? That would be a quite good question. I definitely need one that isn't Oxford Street, because that gets too busy, or Tottenham Court Road. But it's still quite local to me. That would be excellent. But I'll see you all in my next video. Let me know what you'd like to see in the comments, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.